to the tutorial. Alright guys, so in this section I'm going to show you all how to make a beautiful blog. Now depending on what you want to do, I'm going to show you two different ways. Now one is the free way and also one is the pro way, and I'm going to show you both just because if you guys want to change your mind in the future on upgrading to the pro or you want to stay at the free. So this is the free version right here, and you're just basically going to get like a little blog post right here. And you know, your blog will look beautiful. It'll look really, really cool. Your blog post will, because we're going to use Elementor to actually design our actual blog posts. Now, if you guys decide to use the pro version, it can look something like this right here, where you can go ahead and decorate it. So right here, you can see that on this top part right here, I have these cards, and you can change the background and everything. And in this section right here, you can change the font, the color, the read more, the link. You can be very customizable with this version right here. Okay. So this is the pro version right here. So again, it's the same thing, except it just doesn't include this top part right here. So depending on what you want, I'm going to show you both versions, and then you can be the boss of your own website and decide what you want. So again, pro version, and this is the free version layout right here. So let's go ahead and make the free version. So right here, I'm going to go to plus new and go to page. Now I'm going to do something like the free blog post version. Now for the sidebar, I'll just go ahead and leave the sidebar to the right because you might want to use sidebars. I'll talk about widgets in just a little bit. I'm going to disable the margins. The header, disabled, enabled, and then menu 1. And then for the title right here, I'm going to go ahead and enable it. And then what do you actually want to name this blog? Well, I'm going to do something like the best blog ever. And then go ahead and put publish. So I'm going to go to view page. Now we need to assign this page as our blog page. Okay, so to do that, we need to go to customize. All right, and then right here under static front page, you want to select the post page as the free or whatever page that you created. So this is the free blog post version. So I'm gonna go to save, and then your blog post will show up right here. So I'm gonna go back right here. And also for the blog section right here, you can change your blog entries. So for blog entries right here, you can put your sidebar to the left. You can, take off the overlay of the image. Now in just a second, I'm going to show you how to make blog posts. So don't panic, don't worry. You guys can change the blog style. So right here you can see we have 2. Now it's kind of grid like this. You can change all sorts of stuff. You can have like 3 grid columns. Now also right here, the element positioning, you can have like the title below the content. So you can see now the content shows up above the title. So you can kind of drag and drop them like that. It's a very amazing blog feature they've added. But I want to go ahead and just like get rid of all the meta, like the author, the date, the categories. I don't want any of that stuff to show up on these blog posts right here. So something that looks like that. You guys can do more excerpt, which is basically more characters. So instead of basically 19 characters, now it's showing 42 words. Okay, so you can kind of reduce that. But now let's go ahead and make the actual blog post. So I'm going to go back right here and click on X. So this is the actual blog page, okay? And then right here, I'm going to go to plus new and go to post. So post, not page. And then this is the page we are creating. Now again, right here for the content layout, I'm going to use a layout from Elementor. So I need to make sure these are all on the settings that I need them on. So right here, header. Probably done this a few times already. Yes, you guys are learning. Okay, and I'm gonna go to publish. Okay, now I'm gonna go to edit with Elementor. And all I'm gonna do, guys, is simply go ahead and add a template right here. And I'm going to use the blog post template. These guys actually have a lot more on their website, so be sure to check out these layouts. So right here, I'm gonna go do blog post launch. I think they have like 2 or 3 like styles. And again, you can just make changes right here. So you can put like your website, your website blog. Go ahead and delete all this. Voila. And then you guys can go ahead and just, change the content here, do whatever you want because everything's already done. Okay, so that's basically how we did that. So right here, I'm gonna go to save. Now, one more thing I want to do is I want to go to view this page right here. So this is the actual page right here. This is the actual post. Now we need to make sure we need to change some settings. Like right here, we have this stuff at the bottom right here. We want to go ahead and change all this stuff. So right here under customize, let's go to click on that. Now we need to actually go to the actual customizer where it talks about the actual blog post. So not just the style, the actual post. So this is the single post right here. And right here, you guys can see now, I kind of recommend just getting rid of like mostly everything here because we're not really using any of their stuff right here. We're not using anything. So we're using Elementor's version of this. So we really aren't, you know, we don't really need any of this stuff, you know. All right, so scrolling down here. Now all we have left is just the comment section right there. And I think content will actually get rid of all of our content. So you don't want to do that. You know, that's not good. You want to go ahead and make sure you have content and just comments. Maybe an author box too. You know, you can have an author box as well. Because with the Elementor page builder, guys, we don't need these other settings that the theme gives us because it's just not necessary because we're using Elementor's page builder to design our own. So we don't really need any of that stuff. We're not obligated. Okay. So right here, I'm going to go to click X. And now let's go ahead and go back to our page. Oh, I have to close out of it. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our actual blog post page. So right here, I'm gonna go to our page. So pages. So we did the free version. All right, so I clicked on that. And then we did, this is the page that we're creating. So this is the actual page. And if I click on it, it'll take them to this page right here. And voila, we have this beautiful blog post. Okay. Now, one more thing, if you want to add a featured image to this, you want to click on this right here and go to Edit Post, and you want to go ahead and add in a featured image. So scrolling down over here at the bottom, click on Set a Featured Image, and this will basically allow you to put a featured image right there. I'm going to set this, and then go to Update. Okay. Now, instead of going to View the Post, I want to go to Pages, and I want to go ahead and see that page I did it. So the free blog post. So this is the actual page. Remember the page we are creating, and then voila, we have this section right here. Now this sidebar section, guys, is called the widget section. And basically what this is, well, it's for a lot of things. You know, you guys can add a lot of things there. So click on widgets right here. And also you can go to appearance and widgets. Now see where it says sidebar? So right here we have all these little boxes right here. You can put like the about me. Remember how we decorated the footer? The same exact way you decorate the footer is the same exact way you would decorate the sidebar. You can add like a Facebook like box. You can add a subscription, like subscribe to my newsletter. I have a tutorial on that as well, guys. So be sure to check out my tutorial. It's a free resource. Take full advantage of it because I teach you all about MailChimp and how to use like email marketing and all that stuff at no extra charge, no cost. It's all free. So I'm gonna go ahead and close these sections. And then, you know, social icons. You know, you can add social icons right here or something. And then again, you guys can add all sorts of, you can add a video, you can add all sorts of really cool stuff to your sidebar, guys. So that's basically what the sidebar is. And that's how easy it is to decorate your sidebar. Because you know, when you go to like a blog page, they always have like a sidebar and stuff like that. Well, that's exactly what it is. So I basically, all I did was have search, recent posts, social icons, and categories. Now for these things, these might show up. I don't know, because you have to set the dimension for it. Now it's really hard for me to know which plugin, how it works, guys, because I have used thousands of plugins. So every plugin has their own little way and they have their own little attitude. So you kind of have to adjust to it. So I'm gonna actually go to my dashboard and view that page right now. Okay. So remember we made the free blog page. So the free blog post version, I'm gonna go to view the page and voila. And again, right here, we have the recent posts. We have the search bar. The follow us, I probably need to add in the little asterisk symbols to make the follow us icons appear. And then we have categories, because remember, you can also categorize the blog post as well. And if I click on this right here, there we go. We have a beautiful blog page. Okay, so that's basically what we did right there. Okay, guys. So now that I've shown you guys how to do the free version, I'm gonna go ahead now and show you all how to do the pro version. Okay, so right here I'm gonna go to Edit with Elementor. I actually have another one on this server. This one's actually a little bit quicker. This is SiteGround. This one's actually much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my page right here. So you guys are probably a little bit now familiar with the page builder, guys. So I don't want to sort of go really basic and beyond because you guys probably understand how to do a lot of this stuff. So I'm gonna go to Edit with Elementor. And just like we made the home page and the about us page, you're gonna do the same thing right here, okay? But I wanna show you how I designed this section, okay? So this section right here is actually a shape divider, and those are really cool. So if you wanna have this look right here, basically all I did was I clicked on this little top icon. I set this to stretch, full width. Now for the style, I actually set it as a shape divider, and then the bottom part, I gave it these wave brushes right here, okay? So that's how I kind of designed this. And remember, you guys can like, change it. You guys can change the heights, all sorts of really cool stuff, okay? So I'm gonna do waves as a waves brush. Now, how did I get this section right here? Well, what I actually did was I inserted an image. I inserted an image right here. So again, right here, I want you guys to look at this section right here. And guys, this same image is in the folder, okay? So right here, for this blue section, I just simply made a stretch section, a full width section, style, normal, the background type is classic, and I put this image right here, okay? So basically all I did was I just basically put in an image, I stretched it all the way across, text module, and then I put a divider module. Now, one really cool resource I want to give you all is how did I blend it in perfectly? So this is an image, but this is not. So how did I blend it in perfectly? Well, I'm going to give you a website right now that's going to show you how to actually get the color code off any image you want. Okay, so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to Google. And I'm going to go to HTML, let's see, color codes. HTML color codes. So it's this one right here. Don't worry, guys. The link is also in the description. So it's html-color-codes.info. Now right here, I'm going to go to choose file, and I'm going to go ahead and select the Elementor one. So I have a lot of videos, mostly this one. So right here, I have the home portfolio. Now I'm going to go to show image. I'm going to click on this right here. See that? I clicked on that. It gives me the color code. Amazing. This is amazing. So let's go ahead and go back to our actual page. Now this section right here, for this shape divider on this bottom part, I'm going to actually put the code in there. But it's already there, but I'm going to change the color on purpose. So shape divider, bottom, I'm going to change it. Change it to this color, all right? Now the same color code these guys gave me, they're saying this is the code of that color. So all I'm going to do is simply take this and paste it in there. And voila, it blends in perfectly, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this section. This is like an old blog section. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the pro feature, okay? So the pro feature is the post section right here. So let's go ahead and find it. It's in the pro section. Oh, it's actually on my other website right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it in right now. Alrighty, I'm back. So I just installed the pro version of Elementor. So right here, I have the post section. Now I'm going to take this right here and simply drag it to this bottom section right here. So now you guys can see I have this section right here. And all I did, guys, was I just basically put in some padding right here. So give the image some space and everything. Okay. So I did 120, 120, 120. And on this section right here, I left it all blank. And then this section again, I left blank. Now, how did I get that achievement? So basically what I did was I took this right here and I reduced the margin. In fact, I made it negative. So I'm gonna click on this right here and do negative maybe 90. And now you guys can see I have the images kind of pushing up right there to give it that beautiful design. So that's exactly how I achieved that right there, okay? So all your posts will show up right there. And again, you guys can go ahead and take this, this module right here, and you guys can decorate it, you can just do like classic. They also have cards, which is like a new feature. So it's really clean, it's really professional. You can change the image size. You guys can kind of go through these settings. Now that you guys are familiar with how this page builder works, you guys can go through all these settings because, column gap, row gap, this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Change alignment, the card, the border radius, you can change it like that. There's so much you can customize with the pro features. It's simply incredible, You can even have it like that, and it just looks, it looks really cool, even though it doesn't look like, it's not how it's supposed to, but it looks good. So it doesn't matter how there's no right or wrong way to do it. You can also have like an image hover over effect, and you can give it like a gradient effect. You can do like the image, the color background, the text, the badge position as well. It's just limitless, guys, on what you guys can do to, get customizable with this, okay? So, go through this, check them all out. I don't want to have to go through, topography. You guys understand what that is by now, okay? But that's how I achieved that look, and it's beautiful. It's a really clean look. With this, like, it's like clashing almost. You guys can see it's sort of clashing. I can even add more, more right here. Maybe like we can add like 130. Let's do 150. And then if I go and reduce this, you're gonna see like how these just kind of push up and it looks like a split screen effect right there, okay? So that's basically how I did this section, all right? Let's go on and move on to the next section.